So Terran Logain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king's death.
But I thought darkspawn killed the king. That doesn't make any sense.
It's probably political nonsense. We'll be lucky if they don't burn down the entire country fighting over the throne.
Okay. Let's see, I don't think the guy was over here. Just go ahead and go this way for now.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
That marshman stole from me, I know it!
Go ahead and talk to them.
In the wilds we're eaten, here we starve. Is there no end to our fortune?
You do not seem a refugee. Were you part of the army?
What will happen to us now that the king is dead?
Alright, well, just head on over here.
Shokke basit isra, mara de starit, mera de twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, ananne sam kyun.
It interrupted her.
You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner. Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Qunari peoples.
I've heard Qunari called the warmongers of the north.
We are called a lot of things. What's your point? Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What did you do to end up in here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Not really directly to me. Kinda heard it in passing. Are you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
That's horrible.
I agree.
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
Okay, man. There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
It's one or two. What I call of great importance, he might not see it that way, so... let's just go with one. You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Really, dude? Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Alright. Now,
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
now I could unlock it if I wanted to, but let's do this by talking. Now, I want to find the other guy too, for that quest that was in the tavern.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there? No one else?
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
It's not like that building had rooms either. It was just all one. Awkward. Oh, I didn't loot this.
Later.
Yeah, my decker's better.
Got it.
Some of a vendor. Maybe he was inside. I mean, we do need to go talk to her anyway, the revered mother. Ah, there we are.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Oh, that's one down. Alright, save before talking to her.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then?
I want to talk about Sten, the Qunari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Qunari gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Qunari just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
What would make him do such a thing?
He would not say, though he acknowledged his guilt. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Qunari is a danger.
In the same way, though, we could use that power. What if this causes an incident with his people?
The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race.
Is there any way I can convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
Persuade with a lie. I've come to return him to his people. Couldn't do that.
That seems highly unlikely. Do you have any sort of papers to corroborate your story?
Ooh, because of our origin here, we get persuasion. My father was Terran Kuslan. Will you trust that?
Be that as it may, I cannot release a murderer simply because you are of noble birth. Be reasonable.
Okay, well, I tried. I'm Grey Warden, in need of aid against the darkspawn.
A Grey Warden? Oh dear, I will have to ask you to leave before you bring trouble on our
Okay,
heads.
we've already been through this. Oh, fuck. So let's just go with one. Let me take the Qunari and fight the darkspawn.
To defend against the Blight? Perhaps that is a form of atonement. But are you certain you can control him?
Use the persuasion. If not, I will kill him. Problem solved.
No, I cannot. There will be too much trouble for us if we are seen cooperating with you.
Oh. Wasn't sure she'd like that. Probably should have done the conscription. But the darkspawn are the real enemy here.
The Maker cares no less for that Qunari's victims than for the thousands who fell in Ostagar. Now, good day.
Really?
Yes? What can I do for you now?
I'm not done talking about him.
Again, we have already discussed this, and I told you I would not release the creature.
I don't want to do that. Intimidate, really. Will you not reconsider your stance?
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
Here we go.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Qunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
She's already proven her worth. Alright, let's head back. Said if I had wanted to, being a rogue with definitely high enough lockpicking, I could have just opened it, but I wanted to do this route. Reason for that kind of being pretty much did basically, you know, he's not all of a sudden just running around free without, you know, knowledge that he's been released.
Have a care where your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much.
What?
Never mind.
Finally a point for Alistair. Took him long enough. Okay. I think we talked to him first.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
How can you help us exactly?
I have spent my life in the Vanguard. I know war, and your lands need all the help they can get.
True that. Very well, I'll let you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
And what if I don't lead to your atonement?
Then I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Okay, I can understand that. Right. Well, level 7. We'll keep it way out for now. I gotta redo my... No, I don't. Thought I'd have to. Redo my buffs, that is. That's what I was thinking.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Something is coming.
It's a problem with some doing something like this. Watch our back, too.
Now's better than this. Have a battle, I see.
I can't really do any real damage. Yeah, people getting desperate. Alright, I think there's some more right over here. Yeah, there they are. Okay, what do we have? Archer, a rogue as well. I think what we're gonna do is take everyone, kind of move them behind this hill here. Her.
Yes?
Oh, it really just pulled the archer? I mean, okay.
Is it time to kill something?
All right, let's go!
Okay, we'll send him in first.
What is
High
your
ground.
command?
Burn this dog.
What in horror as I rip you apart!
Not cool. Do some kiting at the moment. Come on. Alright.
Alright, alright.
Can you guys back me up, please?
Ready.
Be a little easier once I get my in-combat stealthy.
Excellent.
It's the big problem with doing this type of rogue build. Early in the game, you're pretty weak. So you can especially get your lethality talent. But after that, you really have a huge jump. Let's not go that way yet. That's the way to leave.
Alright, alright.
We got some more guys right here. See here. We do have an archer. So actually should send him on this guy.
Is it time to kill something?
I can get these guys myself.
This'll be fun.
Oh, you fucker.
Will learn to fear me. Now's better than Make a
Now we get our
preserver.
hands dirty.
While you can.
Help you out.
On your guard, Rex.
Okay, done with you now.
Alright. Not a problem. Another bandit group cleared. Just need to find one more of them.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Grab some of the loot here. Alright, I believe we have some
A little
enemies
backstabbing never.
just up here.
I am prey for no creature.
Okay. Let's go ahead and send him in. And we'll have them attack that one. On this one. Oh, you fucker. Not good. I better use a heal just in case.
I am done with that one.
You're in a little.
Should have that one, yeah.
Now's better than later.
Here's our toxin. That's right.
I'll get on it.
Well, we have enough to make that poison now.
Got it.
But let's continue to finish all this area real quick. And then we'll worry about doing the turn-ins.
And thus I cloak my naked villainy.
Oh, I thought there's something else. Alright, the landmark tree is actually for is for the dog. If you hit it with the dog, dog marks his territory, pisses on it, and I think you get a buff. The dog gets a buff while in the area. I thought there was something else here. Maybe because of my choices, there's something with the kid's mother you can find, but maybe since the kid ran off on his own, I didn't get it. Hey, I thought you could find something and bring it back to the kid. Alright, we got an elite in this group. Burn the dog. But first, we'll tank that one. And as soon as we pull... Okay, they're attacking already, so should be alright. They'll be fine with that guy. They do hit hard.
Got it.
He's needing to heal. Double level. Specializations are unlocked.
I'll get on it.
Oh, resisted.
Now
Stun this one.
better than
I think they have that gun. Yeah.
Got it.
Let's grab some
I
glory!
cannot be defeated.
There we go. Good time to level.
Nothing like a brush with death to make you not like death much.
All right, all right.
10 mental resistance. These might be some better pieces. But nice thing about that loot right there is basically if you don't have anything, you kind of get a whole set for Sten. Well, I do get some more armor. Actually, I think I will go ahead and put that on. More armor from those boots. These gloves. Not gonna switch them out of it yet.
Got it. I'll get on it.
Yeah, it's actually better. Can wear it for now. Alright, so I got that level. One there, and 2 cunning. And my specialization, I want to go assassination. Give me 2 more dex and 2.5 crit chance. So wait, I think I'll be able to use the dagger with this. I still need to be level 8 for that. But we can go ahead and pick up Mark of Death. Marks the target, revealing weaknesses that others can exploit. All attacks against a marked target deal additional damage. Perfect for killing the big guys. And yes, we'll go ahead and actually put it right there. And let's take a look real quick. Okay, it was 26. I thought it was like 24. I'm one short. Go figure. And if I had the strength to use this piece, I would have it. But I need to get that strength first. Alright. Let's keep moving. Ah, this kind of bothered me about the kid bit now. I don't know why I didn't get that this time. I think this is the only time I've never had it. But you find her body somewhere in here, and 2 bears, I think it is, attacks. And you assume, and then wolves maybe? I don't know, but you assume that like animals got to her. Okay, so check my quest real quick. Okay, we already found the guy in Lothering. This next one has no one here. Report back to the chanter. And the guy wants the poison. So let's report back to the chanter's board real quick.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
Oh, he leveled. Strength, 1 dex, and 1 constitution. Let's get that taunt. Helps so much. Okay. Surrounded by at least 2 enemies. I'll just go ahead and add it in here. So that sounds decent enough. 2 enemies. Ability, taunt. I think that's where we want it. Or was it here? Yeah. Up there near the top. Now, I want to say more appeared on the board. Let me make sure. Oh, here we go. On behalf of the farmer and his artisan, I inscribe this missive. As the maker is my witness, I charge all those with knowledge of arms and armor to brave the dangers of the northern wood, to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Enith, for they are an abomination in the maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace for that family. As chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this. The maker's will exercise caution first and foremost. May his light bathe us all. Accept that. A thank to all villagers who've opened their barns and crossed to the refugees in these dark times. The chantry regularly hears praise from our visitors, and your virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village whose mother, Goodwife Sarah, is missing, as she has been missing for the better part of a week. As of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If any traveler or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects on her remains. In later years, the boy will be thankful to have such keepsake to remember his brave mother. The office of the chanter will compensate this kindness with a sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his gaze on us all. Okay, there we go. So, I am actually doing it, and I didn't mess anything up. Now, let's go ahead and make these poisons.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
I'd keep your voice down if I were you. They're pressing anyone who can hold a sword into service.
Terran wants a new army, but is it to fight them darkspawn or those nobles shouting against them?
I've no idea, but I'm sure not about to raise my hand if you catch my meaning. Not after what happened down south.
Okay, just to make sure. Get 3 flasks of venom.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I've got it. I have what you asked for.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, it's enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, eh?
Alright, let's head back out. And we'll do those 2 new quests.
You've been out to the market. There's not much to be had.
There isn't likely to be more anytime soon, that's for sure.
Not really anything new with those rumors. Alright. Should be right up here where I was saying before. Okay, here we are. Go ahead and get in there. So many of these damn things. Done this one. I thought a stronger one shows up. I mean, oh well. I've recovered her keepsake. Let's go after those bears.
A little backstabbing never hurt anyone.
Off I go.
Gotta burn this one. Looks like we're gonna go for this one next.
I'll get on it.
You. There we go, he's definitely pulling a lot more now. loot again. Let's go turn those in.
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Qunari wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Now let's be honest. That's pretty fucked. Alright, talk to him.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Right, let's see.
Let each look after his neighbor.
Is there another quest?
And he will be looked after in return.
So many strangers
Let
are
each
about
look
now.
after his
I
neighbor.
could have sworn there was a certain sword you get here. Oh, I did get it. Missed it the first time. Oathkeeper is another tie-in with Game of Thrones. There's a sword given to someone else at a point, and the person decides to name the sword Oathkeeper. That's all I want to say, because I don't really want to spoil too much, and just kind of give that slight tie-in. But I do think this sword is better for Alistair. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely better.
And he will be looked after in return.
Okay, I believe that's all. How much room do we have? A decent amount. Don't need to go straight to selling. We should come across the store fairly soon. Go ahead and head up here to the road. Just to be sure. Okay, yeah, we don't have any, so this is just to go to each of the places. Grab the elf root though. Blood mage.
Away with you, foul creatures! Leave us alone!
Alright, we got some darkspawn. Tank. I want to make sure he goes on that one. Maybe we should just straight up burn this one though. I think that's what we'll do.
Very well.
Use this on it. the big one out of the way.
I'll get on it.
The rest of them shoot down. What a ease.
You have no skill, only desperation.
Oh, come on, finish this one off.
That'll teach you.
Let's grab some glory.
Want to be careful that I didn't transition right
Mighty
there.
timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
I wasn't trying to save you. How obliged are you?
You want a reward, eh? I suppose that's an entirely reasonable request. How does 100 silver sound? I was going to use that to fix up the cart, but quite frankly, I'll be grateful enough that my son and I come out of this with our heads.
Persuasion, yet you have a whole cart full of goods.
Unsold goods, I'll point out, though you've a fair point. Here's 200 silver, but it's all I have. The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
See what we can loot here. Another gift.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Just vendor. Trash? No. Is that up here? Quest related. Oh, it's that letter. Dear friend, you are receiving this letter because you or someone else placed your name on an article of conscription, thereby pledging your life to the Blackstone Irregulars. With war looming on all fronts, the Irregulars must build their numbers. We are forced to call upon those who have sworn their assistance to make good on those oaths. Say farewell to your friends and family. While you may return to them, you must prepare them for the possibility that this will be your last day together. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Here we go. Maleficarum regrets. I won't go back. Let them hunt. And dread finding me, but you, Melise, should not live this life. It would please me if you found a life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. Cash is in the study area. Middle alcove. Goodbye. Okay. So, we know a place to look.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I want to use... No, I don't want to use that. Damn it. Don't make me use it. Well, that kind of sucks.
Hello.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Alright, well, we are good to go. We are done here.
I'll get on it.